There's something about God's timing that rarely makes sense in the moment. He'll call you while you're still doubting yourself. He'll send you while you're still shaking. He'll push you forward when you'd rather hide behind the excuse, I'm just not ready yet. But here's what I've learned over and over again. Obedience doesn't wait for readiness. I didn't feel ready either. I still remember the first time I was asked to speak in public. I had notes, nerves, and a racing heart that wouldn't calm down. I wasn't trained. I didn't feel confident. I was convinced that someone else could do it better. But something in me whispered, go anyway. That same voice showed up again when I started teaching the word inside jails, looking into the eyes of men society had written off, trying to speak hope into hopelessness. I didn't feel qualified, but God said go. Then came the books, 4 of them, each one written through tears, prayer, and second guessing. None of them came from feeling ready. They came from a willingness to obey in uncertainty. And then 6 years ago, when I launched my coaching business, I felt the same knot in my stomach. Who was I to help others? What if I failed? What if no one listened? But I did it anyway. Not because I had it all figured out, but because faith isn't about certainty, it's about trust. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll wait forever. Readiness is built in motion. Confidence grows through obedience, and sometimes God won't give you all the details because he's more interested in developing your dependence. Abraham didn't know where he was going, just that God said go. Moses didn't think he could speak, but God said go. Mary didn't understand how it would happen, but God said yes. When God says go, you don't need to have everything prepared. You just need to be willing. Now, here's the unstuck truth. Getting unstuck isn't always about knowing what's next. Sometimes it's about trusting the one who does. Every time you step when it doesn't make sense, every time you choose obedience over comfort, every time you move forward, even while afraid, you're growing. You're not just learning to walk by faith. You're proving that fear doesn't get to call the shots anymore. So, what's one thing you've been delaying because you don't feel ready? What would happen if you stopped waiting for the feeling and simply obeyed? Write it down. Pray over it. Take the first step this week, no matter how small. Because sometimes the only thing between you and your next season is a single yes. Now, here's the final word. God's not looking for perfection. He's looking for your participation. And when you move, he meets you there every single time. Now, if this encouraged you, share it with someone who's been stuck waiting for the perfect moment. And if you need help discerning your next step or rebuilding confidence in what God has called you to do, that's exactly what I help people do every day through a private advisory experience for people who know they're capable of more, but need clarity, need conviction, and need strategic direction to move into their next assignment.